Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Sir, we already have a quorum na po.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. Sige, kung ano, we might as well start the BAC
Yes,
Bravo.
yes, sir. Hahabol na lang daw po si Attorney Benaventura, sir.
Sino daw?
Si Attorney Benaventura po. He's still presiding.
Okay, sige. Sige.
Sir,
Okay. Sige, Secretariat, the meeting will please come to order.
Sir, if
And
I may...
do you have a quorum?
Yes, sir, we do have a quorum, sir.
Okay, let's proceed. Who are the present, by the way, the
Sir,
permanent members who are present inside the room?
If I may, sir, can I call the roll, sir, for the
Yeah,
attendance?
please. You may do.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. For this BAC Charlie meeting, Mr. Chair,
Sorry, not Charlie. Correction.
I'm sorry, it's BAC Bravo meeting. Sir, if I may the Secretariat stream these proceedings online, sir, via the CAAP YouTube account, sir?
Ano yun?
If we may stream this online, sir, live via the CAAP YouTube account, sir, if the committee would allow, would like to ask for permission.
You ask the members.
The Secretariat would like to seek for the permission for
Secretariat.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if I may continue, sir, with the attendance. For
Sige,
this BAC Bravo meeting, please acknowledge once your name is called. Brigadier General John Estabilio, our presiding officer.
Yes,
Afternoon,
ma'am.
sir. Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura, hahabol na lang daw po. General
Sige.
Ernest Tumilo,
Present, ma'am.
Engineer Arnel Borlado, Engineer Gary MJD,
Present, ma'am.
and Engineer Jose Sugi.
Josue, Attorney.
Jose Sugi. Pardon me, sir. Thank you, sir. For
By the way, Secretariat, next time around, all members should be properly informed and know their whereabouts, why they were absent. This is an official duty for the record. This is an
Yes.
official duty.
yes,
So
sir.
whatever they're doing, if they're not around, or if ever they are on other meeting, for the record, let's place them on the discussion portion while they're absent.
That is duly noted, sir. Sir,
This is an official duty, so we have to provide an information their whereabouts.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I may continue, sir, with the attendance, sir.
Please.
So for our end user, we have from the OFSAM, we have Dr. Sherman Nazaire. From good afternoon, Doc. For the licensing department, we have John Christian Cala. We also have our end user from the FMD, the ADMS, the AEFS, from the Procurement Division, BGMS, Ms. Melina Reyes. For the FICG, Mr. Roberto Andres Morico, and for the afternoon, sir, and for the ATS. Sir, also in attendance in this meeting, sir, are the BAC Technical Working Group, Attorney Dane Espiritu, Engineer Michael Macabenta,
Present.
Engineer Florian Atienza, Engineer Noric Baez.
Is Attorney Dane
Good
there?
afternoon.
Secretariat, is Attorney Dane inside the room?
Sir, Attorney Dane is not inside the room, sir. I think she also has another meeting, sir. She informed me yesterday. And
Okay.
Mr. Noric Baez, Mr. Jose Marie Anthony Elihilio,
Good afternoon, sir.
Miss Jamaica Gregorio, Mr. Alfred Destura, Dr. Benjamin Terencio.
Present po.
Good afternoon, sir. And Miss Cheryl Walikan. Sir, from the back
afternoon.
secretariat. Good afternoon, ma'am. From the back secretariat, our overall head, Dr. Rolly Bayaban. Sir, I think he's also in another meeting. Yours truly, Irish Pression. Attorney Bo Masiglat is also in another meeting, sir. And Mr. Sonny Villabert. And sir, our minutes taker for today's meeting, John Ezra Penojas. Also, sir, the other members of the back secretariat are already in the room, sir. And we also have observers from the COA and the IAS and the Procurement Division. That's all, Mr. Chair.
How about because it's from the aside from the COA, are there any other observer here?
Sir, we have observers from the Procurement Division, sir. And we also sent our letters to PCCI, IAS, ASFI, and the DOTR, sir. But for PCCI, sir, they replied that they will not be able to attend, sir.
Okay, at least they were properly informed. Okay, sige. Thank you very much, Secretariat. For this afternoon's deliberation, do you have any agenda? What's our agenda for this afternoon?
Sir, our agenda for this afternoon, sir, is the mode of procurement for several projects, sir. If I may call the first agenda, sir, the purchase of various drugs and medicine supplies amounting to 2,434,000. Our end user, sir, is from the OFSAM, sir. Who will present this OFSAM? Dr. Sherman.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Sir, the recommended mode of procurement by the end user, sir, is for public bidding for this one, sir.
Secretariat, who's from OPSAM will provide this a short briefing or for this item for public bidding. There is
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Yung PowerPoint po na i-present, nasa in-email daw po sa inyo.
Sa Bravo po, sir.
Yes po.
That was not forwarded to me, sir. Teka po, we'll pull it out.
Hindi ba pwedeng i-share na lang? Hindi ba kaya? OPSAM, hindi mo ba kayang iyan dyan? Ipa-share mo na lang, Tony Ellis. Hindi ba pwede kung wala pa
Yes.
sa inyo?
Ano gumagana? Pag binuksan ko dito. Ma'am, hindi kasi ako familiar dito sa Google Meet. Pag sinare ko ba dito, pag inopen ko dito sa other caption, pag tapos share file, lalabas na po ba yun?
Yes, sir.
Wait lang po.
Doc Sherman.
Po?
Um, Sir, while preparing, Mr. Chair, if I may, can we move on to the second agenda and then we'll just go back to Doc Sherman once he is prepared po. Balikan na lang po natin, sir, if we may.
Yeah, please. In the interest of time.
Ah,
Yun na yata.
ito na po, sir.
Ay, ano yun? Ay. Ano ba to? Issue. Paano ayaw ma-share eh. Paano ba to?
Sir, we'll go back to you na lang po, sir, and then while you are still preparing, sir, and then maybe we could move on to the licensing, then after we'll go back to you, sir.
Okay. Sige po.
Sir, the next agenda is the 10 rolls YMCK for panel colored ribbon, etc. for still for off-sum, sir, in the amount of 185,000. Sir, the next is the pre-printed PVC CR80 cards, YMCKK ribbons, etc., amounting to 954,000, sir. Our end user is from the licensing department of the FSIS, sir. This will be presented by...
So itong number 2.2 is still part ni Opsam ito?
Yes, sir.
Ng presentation niya?
Yes, sir. We'll go back to them, sir, once po na we get their presentation. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let's go to 2.3. 2.3.
Yes, sir. This will be presented by John Christian Cala of the licensing department.
Sige, go ahead. From the licensing, nandiyan na ba sila?
Sir, kanina po nag-enter na po sa room. Baka po nagkaroon po ng technical problem lang po. But they are in the room, sir.
Kindly check if they are, as if they are not responding. Sino yung magpe-present?
Sir, John Christian Cala from the licensing department, sir.
Ayun. Sino yung in the person of who from the licensing?
Sir, in the person of Captain Hubert Ramos, sir. Mr. Cala will be presenting.
Hindi, kaya nga, sino magpe-present?
Si Mr. John Christian Cala, siya po yung may licensing and certification department po na username, sir.
Sige.
Christian?
Mukhang hirap din siya makapasok eh.
I think, sir, problem, hindi po marinig yung audio.
Sige.
Sir.
Let's proceed to the next, we'll just go back to them.
Thank you, sir. Sir, next is also from the licensing, sir. I will skip to agenda item 2.5, sir. if I
Okay.
may. Materials
Yeah.
for the repainting of exterior portion, GI sheets, concrete roofing, and concrete walls of CAAP FSIS building at CAAP complex amounting to 248,875 pesos. From the end user is the FMD, sir. And the will present this, Miss. This will be presented by Miss Melina Reyes of the Facilities and Maintenance Division.
Okay, if they're ready, they can proceed.
Miss Mel, please proceed po. Miss Mel, you are still on mute.
Good afternoon po. Yes. Ah, sorry po, nag-feedback po. Okay. Am I being heard clear po? Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. You're loud and clear po.
Sandra, paano nga lang po? Okay.
Yan, sige.
Attorney, we will share or you will do the sharing of the document submitted po. Kami na lang po ang mag-share. Okay, thank you. Okay, ano nga? Repainting, di ba? Good afternoon po. Nakikita na po ba yung presentation?
Ma'am, we can just see the email po, but not the presentation, ma'am.
Oh. Hindi the presentation.
Hindi po nila nakikita.
Nakikita na po ba?
Siguro po i-reshare po yung screen po.
We can see your screen, but it's the email eh.
Okay na po ba? Okay.
Yes po.
The FMD will be presenting the project, this project, the purchase of materials for the repainting of exterior portion, GI sheets, concrete roofing, and concrete walls of CAAP FSIS building at CAAP complex. Sir, if I may just po, I have here Sir Mario Magpok to do all the reporting. Medyo siya po dito sa BGMS and I will be reporting later on the attorney, the elevator, if it's all right po. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anong i-ano natin dito?
Yun lang yun. Para sa
Sir, we are presenting to you the one of the projects being prepared by the FMD BGMS office is the purchase of materials for the repainting of exterior portion, the GI sheets, and the concrete concrete roofing and concrete walls of CAAP FSIS building at CAAP complex. As you can see in the present situation of the roofing of the FSIS building, which is rusty, as you can see, which needs repainting. And the walls is also very, as you can see, faded color of the building. Asan na yung the total cost of the ABC amount is around is 248,875, and this also fund will be at the repair and maintenance building and other structure, which has an amount of 5,600,000. And these are the details or the details of the materials, which is
As presented.
as presented.
So therefore, recommending recommended mortgage.
That's one. They recommend the procurement is small value procurement, since most of the materials are not common. Okay na. That's all, sir. That's all, ma'am. And the other?
Next project, later on.
Through the chair, parang
Okay.
Rob here. Sorry, I just arrived. I came from another meeting. Sir, may I just ask, paano naging hindi regular common goods yun? Di pa pintura lang yun?
Ano raw?
Bakit
Ano kung bakit daw irregular ng mga materials na yun?
Hindi regular. I'm asking bakit hindi common.
Kasi may mga elastomeric paint doon na ginamit. Pakibalik mo. Saka yung mga water-based na gagamitin is gloss acrylic,
hindi common?
which is, I think, is not common with the, it's not common materials.
Ganito, Juan. Pag dapat meron kang definition ng common and the uncommon materials. Para from there, masa-size up natin, malalaman natin na papasok siya sa category ng common or uncommon. Sinabi mo lang sa amin, just provide us the information na acrylic siya, kaya hindi siya common. Para i-provide mo yung definition ng common sa uncommon. So that we can say it's talagang siya, uncommon material siya. Ano ba definition ninyo sa common and uncommon materials?
Sir, base kasi sa napag-aanohan ko sa yung tinatawag nilang common, sir, is yung hindi nakikita sa ordinaryong, hindi nabibili sa ordinaryong hardwares or store. Iyan po ang pagkakaano ko sa uncommon.
Kaya nga, kung hindi naman ako pumunta ng hardware, paano ko malalaman pa rin yan? Na hindi nga nabibili yan doon.
Ano natin?
Dapat yan yung kahit layman's people for proper education lang. Kaya mo nasabing common materials o uncommon materials yan. Hindi pa alam natin, hindi nga common yan. Dapat yan napibili yan sa warehouse na just like yung mga Wilcon, yung mga ganon. Hindi mo siya mabibili dyan sa kung saang mga hardware, ano lang, supplies.
Ano man sabi ng kausap ng supplier?
Dapat meron kayong mga ganun na, ano, na statement.
Tingnan muna natin.
Sabi, national ng committee ko. O di, it's okay.
It seems, Secretariat or the members, can we check that is the presenter or the end user is not ready or not prepared for their presentation? With that kind of basic questions only, they cannot provide a good answer or any justification for this small value procurement. It is goes to the category of uncommon materials or common materials whatsoever. They cannot provide us a very clear answer. So it seems that they are not yet ready. So do you have a motion here to defer this until such time this the end user can provide us a more clearer answer or justification for this procurement? From the members of the group.
Sir, if I may, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, a reading of the Manual of Procedure for Procurement of Goods and Services. Sir, common use supplies and equipment as defined in the 2016 IRR are those goods, materials, and equipment that are used in the day-to-day operations of procuring entities in the performance of their functions, sir. That is how the GPPB defined common use supplies and equipment.
Attorney Rob, is it okay with you, the justification by the head of the technical working group?
Sir, I think the account used by Attorney Rob, sir, is also having technical problems, sir. Hindi pa po bumabalik ulit.
Ako ba? Sorry.
Yes,
Kakabalik ko lang.
he's back, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir. Medyo mahina signal dito sa Bohol.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sige po.
Pakiano ulit, Attorney Dane, head of the technical working group, kindly repeat yung sa sinabi mo regarding the common goods or common supplies.
Yes, sir. Sir, based on the manuals of procedures for the procurement of goods, common use supplies and equipment as defined in the 2016 IRR are those goods, materials, and equipment that are used in the day-to-day operations of the procuring entity in the performance of their functions.
Okay, so my question earlier regarding the propriety of going with SVP instead of shopping. So this falls under SVP, not shopping. Tama?
Based on the definition, sir, yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Sige. That's all, sir.
Okay, thanks, Attorney Rob. Any other comment from the other members of the BAC?
None, sir. With that, may I move, sir, for selecting small value procurement as mode of procurement for this particular item. Motion po, sir. Thank you.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the mode of procurement to small value procurement of the materials for the repainting of the exterior portion of the FSIS building at CAAP complex in the amount of 248,875 is hereby approved. Okay, next item please, Secretariat.
Sir, I will go back to the first agenda, sir, from the OPSAM purchase of various drugs and medicine supply amounting to 2,432,000, sir. This will be presented by by Doc Sherman Nazaire of OFSAM, sir. I would share my screen.
Yeah. Are they ready already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please, Doc.
Attorney, please po. So, good afternoon po, Mr. Chair, and those who are presented here in our meeting. So, I am presenting the purchase request of the drugs and medicine for the use of the Office of the Flight Surgeon and Aviation Medicine Unit. Next slide, please. So, the goal of this purchase of various drugs and medicine for the use at OPSAM are for the prevention of disease and injury and promotion and maintenance of health among employees. So the purchase request of the drugs and medicines for the use of OPSAM had a total amount of 2,433,000 pesos. And these various drugs and medicine will be distributed to various CAAP airports. And the budget was approved and is included in the ECP of 2021. Attorney, skip the two slides po. So here's the list of purchase requests. First is the antibacterial drugs. Next po, the cardiac medicine drugs, analgesic, muscle relaxant, anti-diabetic agents, cold and cough and cold preparations, gastrointestinal agents, lipid regulating drugs, antihistamine, this for allergies, anti-gout, anti-vertigo, and eye drops. And also, the list of topical agents, injectable for emergency use. And yung bulk po natin is for, mamimigay po tayo ng multivitamins. Yan po yung pinakamalaking amount. Yung sodium ascorbate plus zinc po. So the recommended mode of procurement is public bidding, and our recommendation is for approval of purchase request of various drugs and medicines. Thank you po.
Any comment from the members? There being none, any motion to approve?
Motion, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I move for the purchase of various drugs and medicine supplies, mode of procurement, be public bidding amounting to 2,432,000.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it is moved and seconded for the purchase of various drugs and medicines of supplies from OPSAM in the amount of 2,432,000 for public biddings by approved. Okay, next item.
Next item, Mr. Chair, is still from the OFSAM. 10 rolls, YMCK, 4-panel colored ribbon, etc. for in the amount of 185,000, sir.
Okay na. Okay na. Okay.
Ma'am, sir, pleasant afternoon po sa ating lahat. Johannes po, assigned from Aeromedical Section ng OFSAM. I'll be presenting... Okay na. Narinig ba nila?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay.
Bakit wala silang muka?
Pakita mo yung mukha.
Secretariat. Letter A lang.
Sorry. Sorry, sir.
Do you have any video there, Juan? Aeromedical Opsam?
Yes po, sir. Opening.
Pangalan ba to? Dr. Aeromedical. Ayun.
Yan.
Ganda pala naman pala ni Miss Opsam eh.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
sige. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Allow me to share, ma'am, yung slides. Okay. Introduce ko na sarili ko. Okay. Ma'am, sir, good afternoon. Johannes Alagaw, nurse by profession, assigned at Aeromedical Section of OFSAM. I am assigned to present to you the realignment for the purchase of card printer consumables for the use of OFSAM in the total amount of 185,000 pesos. So, si OFSAM kasi, sir, ma'am, we use card printer consumables in printing of aviation medical certificates of airmen. Ito po yung ini-issue namin ng mga medical cards sa mga aplikante nating mga piloto, mga air traffic controllers, at saka mga dispatchers. Once they pass their medical examination and allowed or qualified to perform their duties. Okay na? Okay. The said proposal, sir, or the budget procurement of card printer consumables was included in the proposed budget for 2021. Kaya lang po, nung lumabas po yung APP for 2021, hindi po siya naisama dahil ang binigyan lang po ng budget is only for drugs or mga medical supplies natin. So, para po makapag-purchase po tayo ng mga consumables natin is nag-realign po si OFSAM for the budget. Ang funds po na gagamitin natin for the purchase is manggagaling po siya sa drug test kit budget. Meron po kasi siyang 285,000, sir, na hindi pa po nagagamit. So, in order to ensure for the efficiency of the service ng OFSAM, we are humbly requesting for the approval of the said consumables po, sir. And then, asan yung ading yung... Miss Aeromedical. Yes, sir.
Let's us concentrate na lang dun siguro sa with the type or mode of procurement mo.
That's
have the background regarding as to where you get the fund. It's already justified and approved for these funds in the amount of 185,000. So might as well you just concentrate on the what mode of procurement you want to do with this YMCK 4-panel colored ribbon.
Okay. Sir, mode of procurement will be small value procurement po.
So that means you are presenting to us that in procuring this YMCK 4-panel colored ribbon, you want it to be done through small value procurement. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes po, sir.
Okay. Are there any questions from the members of the group?
Sir, can we just go back to one slide with the amount lang po, sir? Thank you.
Tama to.
Thank you, sir.
Yung breakdown. Yes. Purchase request. Sir, ayan. Okay. Sir, ito po yung list of purchase requests natin. We are requesting for 10 rolls of the colored ribbon panel amounting into 105,000. 10 retransfer film amounting into 65,000 pesos, and cleaning into
to 15,000 pesos in a total amount of 185,000. Chairman.
Are you okay with the
Okay po, sir. Okay po, sir. Okay din po ako sa recommendation. With that, sir, I'll make the motion if it's okay. I move for the approval of the purchase request under the mode of procurement small value claims for this particular purchase, Mr. Chair.
second,
Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded that the mode of procurement for the 10 rolls of the YMCK 4-panel colored ribbon and 2 others in the amount of 185,000 for small value procurement is hereby approved. Okay, thank you, Ms. Hermetical.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you po,
Okay.
ma'am.
Sige. Back Secretariat. Next item
Sir?
is
For our next agenda,
2.3.
sir, it is the pre-printed PVC CR80 cards, YMCKK ribbons, etc., amounting to 954,000, sir. This, our end user is Mr. John Christian Cala of the licensing department, sir.
Are they ready already?
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'll just
Okay,
share my
ready,
slides, sir.
you may proceed.
Can you see my presentation, sir?
Yes, sir. We
Yeah.
can see your screen.
Okay, sige.
Okay, sir. Let's start na, sir. For just a brief background, the Licensing and Certification Department is responsible for processing the airman license application. We're also the department that issues airman licenses to the applicant. Here in the table, as you can see, is our historical data from 2018 to 2021. The remaining number of consumables as of now is 2,500 prints. PRC 201 card printer, pre-transfer film for NISCA PRC 201, and the pre-printed CR80 PVC card with microprinting UV pattern. Here is the summary of the purchase request. And the recommended mode of procurement is direct contracting under the Section 50C of RA 9184. Attached is the exclusive distributorship of our supplier. That's all, sir.
Any comment from the members, please?
Mr. Chair,
None? Any?
to the chair.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Sir John Christian, how long would the supply last?
If our good for 1 year yung supplies namin, sir.
Yung natitira good for 1 year pa.
Ay, yung natitira, sir. The remaining is until 2 months, sir.
So, aabot pa yung kung direct contracting, aabot yung supply.
Mga 2 months pa, sir, yung estimate namin sa natitirang supply namin, sir. At least kasi mga nasa 1,000 to 1,100 yung napaprocess namin monthly. Mga ganun po.
What I want to say is, do you think aabot yung ipoprovide nung Kanimatsu before
Yes, sir. Aabot
time
naman
runs
po.
out? Yes.
Aabot naman, sir. Opo.
Yeah, ang ano yun, we just want to make sure na yung procurement lead time natin during the delivery should be timed in with the or properly coordinated dito sa Kwan when the time na mauubos na rin yung Kwan supply mo dyan.
Yes, sir. Opo. Well coordinated naman kami sa namin sa supplier naman po palagi.
Kung good for 2 months na lang yung supply mo, the your supply about to be procured is can be delivered within that period. Tama
Opo,
ba
sir.
yun?
May previous year, sir, na-deliver naman nila within less than 2 months, sir, yung supply namin.
Okay, that's good. So with that, siguro, any other comments? If none, any motion to approve this project?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, please.
I move for the purchase of the pre-printed PBC CR-80 cards as prescribed in 2.3 amounting to 954,000 end user LCD FSIS be the mode of procurement to be direct contracting.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for direct contracting, mode of procurement to buy these pre-printed PVC CR80 cards, the YMCKK ribbons, and others, and two others in the amount of 954,000 is hereby approved. Okay, thank you. Secretariat, next item.
Sir, next item, sir, is still from the licensing department. It is the maintenance of LCD license card printer replacement of the following for the thermal head and heating roller amounting to 114,100 pesos. This is also from the licensing department, sir.
Do they have a presentation for this, Secretariat?
Yes, sir. We have, sir.
Okay, please. If you are ready, you may proceed.
Hi, sir. Share screen. Can you see my presentation, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I'll start, sir. A quick background again. The licensing certification department is the responsible for airman license application and the issuance of airman license. This in the table the historical of our license issuance. The licensing certification department has acquired 2 license card printer last 2015. Last August, one of our card printer has been producing printing errors, like in the sample, the output of the license card in the flag is being billed, and the card printer only prints half of the license. We have sent our card printer to our supplier last September for diagnosis and the recommendation. Their diagnosis was that the printout can initialize because of the heating is being disrupted by the thermal printing head and heater roller problem. Attaches their technical service report. Here is the summary of our request. And the recommended mode of procurement is small value procurement due to the items being uncommon. Thank you, sir.
Any comment from the members? Hearing none, any motion to approve, please?
Motion.
To the chair. Sir. To the chair.
Yeah, sige, go ahead.
Yes. Sir, can I ask Sir John? Hindi ba,
Yes, sir.
bakit hindi direct contracting, Sir John? Kasi para dun yung mismo nag-supply mismo ang mag-maintenance.
Sir, pwede naman, sir, direct contracting. Kaso kasi hindi lang kami sure sa sa amount kung papasok siya doon. Kasi thinking namin, since yung amount is ganyan lang, is papasok lang siya sa small value procurement.
Meron pa bang ibang, any comments from the TWG, Mr. Chair?
TWG?
Sir, we consider the recommendation that considering that as mentioned by Sir Professor, these are uncommon.
intermittent ka, Attorney Dane. Cutting out ka.
Sir, malinaw na po.
Sige, malinaw ka pero cutting out eh.
Yes, sir. Sir, no comment, sir. We just concur with the recommendation of the end user, sir, that this, considering that these are uncommon supplies, the mode should be SDB, sir.
Through the chair, if I may.
Yeah, please, Attorney Rob.
Yes, I think the more pressing issue here is not really the nature of the supply, but more so on the amount, which was the question of our member. With regard to this amount po kasi under the GPPB rules, under Annex H, SVP applies if it doesn't exceed the threshold of 1 million pesos. And in this case, it's only 114. Therefore, it's being recommended for SVP. If ang concern po is really the process, direct contracting and SVP po, parehas lang po halos ang process nun, sir. Mas mabilis lang po talaga ang SVP kasi maliit lang ang amount. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Attorney Rob, for that enlightenment.
Thank you, Attorney. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Joss, are you okay with that?
Okay po, Mr. Chair. Okay po.
Okay, thank you very much. With that, siguro, any motion here to approve this procurement?
Yes, sir. Motion to proceed with the procurement for the maintenance of LCD license card printer replacement in the amount of 114,100 pesos through SBP.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Okay,
Motion, Mr. Chair.
it has been moved and seconded for small value procurement on the maintenance of the LCD license card printer replacement of the following: the thermal head and the heating roller, in the amount of 114,100 is hereby approved. Okay, Secretariat, next item please.
Sir, before we move to the next item, sir, may I go back to item 2.3, sir? Since it is for the recontracting, sir, may we request for the posting of this project, sir, in the PhilJEP's website and CAAP website, sir?
Okay, sure. Sige.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. May I just manifest? This segment is just for the selection of mode of procurement. If it is going to be for direct contracting as selected, shouldn't we be holding a pre-procurement conference?
Well, yes, sir. Noted.
Yes, we need a more comprehensive bid documents if it's going to be regular procurement or direct contracting. That needs we need a pre-bid session for that, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, for the next item, sir, it is for the purchase of materials for the repair, replacement of dilapidated, damaged polycarbonate roof of CAAP cafeteria or canteen in the CAAP Central Office, amounting to 101,950 pesos, sir. This will be presented by the Facilities and Maintenance Division. Ms. Melina Reyes will be presenting this, sir.
Nandyan pa ba sila? Ayun. Sino magpe-present?
Miss Melina Reyes, sir.
Mario.
Sir Mario po pala, sir. Yung magpe-present.
Mario? O, sige.
Yes, sir. Si Mario, sir.
Mario, your hair is nice to look at. Naka-spike ang mga buhok mo.
Dikit lang yung ear mo.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Naka-spike eh. Puso yan, ha? Sige, you may proceed even though your hair is
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
on spike position. Yeah.
Sir, we are presenting another proposed project, which is the purchase of materials for the repair and replacement of dilapidated or damaged polycarbonate roof at CAAP cafeteria or canteen, CAP Central Office. As you can see in the picture, sir, makikita nyo na talaga, sir, na kailangan na talaga ng repair at saka ng replacement ng mga damaged na materials doon po sa may labas mismo sa hallway ng canteen. The source of funds, sir, manggagaling, sir, sa CAAP APP CY 2021, which is the repair and maintenance of buildings and other structure amounting to 5,600,000. The total ABC amount of this project is 101,950 pesos. As you can see in the breakdown, the materials to be used are uncommon, and it is hereby recommended that the mode of procurement will be small value procurement or SBP. Thank you, sir.
Any comment from the members? There being none, any motion to approve?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, please.
I move for the recommendation of the end user that the mode of procurement of the purchase of materials for the repair and replacement of dilapidated, damaged polycarbonate roof at CAAP canteen be small value procurement amounting to 101,950 pesos.
Any second the motion, please?
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the small value procurement on the purchase of materials for the repair, replacement of dilapidated, damaged polycarbonate roof at CAAP cafeteria or the canteen in the amount of 101,950 pesos is hereby approved. Sige. Next item, please, Secretariat.
Sir, the next item is the purchase of paint, survey marker, poncho, etc. amounting to 77,980 pesos. Our end user, sir, is from the ADMS.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Engineer Habay po from Survey Division ADMS. May I present the
While waiting, Secretariat, those who are already not involved already, or especially from the OPSAM, they may leave the room if they want to. Kung okay na sila, then they may leave the room lang. Yung mga hindi na involved. Yung from the FSIS, kung okay na sa kanila, they may leave the room. Okay ka na, Juan? Miss Ubay?
Yes, sir. Is my presentation visible to everybody?
Sige, please. Sige.
Okay, so purchase of survey accessories for ADMS use. So name of the project, we have purchase of survey accessories for ADMS survey team. The source of fund is the CAAP ATP CY 2021. I-all click. The approved ATP amount is 78,000 and the ABC amount is 77,980,000. So this is the breakdown. We have the survey flagging, survey boots, safety vest, poncho, paint survey marker. So these are the quantities, the units, the unit cost, and the total. So the grand total is 77,980 pesos. The recommended mode of procurement is shopping. That's all my presentation.
Any comment from the members?
Through the chair. Sir.
Go ahead, please.
Does these items fall under the definition of the shopping, wherein sinasabi dito necessary in the transaction of our official businesses and our day-to-day office operations?
Sir, we're basing the mode of procurement since nakalagay po dun sa shopping is off the shelf, so readily available po siya.
So these items are off the shelf.
Yes po.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much, Josh. Anything more? Any comment or clarification from the presentation? Unless otherwise,
No.
there being none, any motion to approve?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Sige, go ahead.
I move for the end user recommendation that the mode of procurement for the paint, purchase, marker, poncho, etc., amounting to 77,980 be shopping.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the procurement of paint, survey, marker, poncho in the amount 77,980 for shopping is hereby approved. Okay, next item, please.
Next item, sir, is the window blinds for accounting and treasury division amounting to 107,525 pesos and 06 cents. Our end user, sir, is from the AFS, sir.
Ma'am NC.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon po. May I present the purchase request? Yeah. Hindi. Sorry po. Okay. Good afternoon po ulit. I'm Insera Mikawayan from accounting, presenting the purchase of windows blinds for accounting in treasury divisions. These blinds po will be installed at the doon po sa former office po ng ADMS sa second floor. The purpose of these purchases is to provide a shade against sunlight and to lower the consumption of electricity. And then, as you can see po, the breakdown, the total of purchase is 107,525 0.06. The recommendation for procurement is small value po. Thank you po, sir.
Any comment, please, from the members? There being none, any motion to approve?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, please.
Yes, I move for the procurement of the window blinds for accounting and treasury division amounting to 107,526.06 for AFS with the recommended mode as SB.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the small value procurement of the window blinds for accounting and treasury division in the amount of 107,525.06 is hereby approved. Okay, next item, please, Secretariat.
Sir, for the next item, sir, is the purchase of Epson T727 plotter ink matte black 350 ml, etc. amounting to 340,200 pesos. Our end user, sir, is from the ADMS.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, to the members of the committee. Good afternoon. I'm May Anbongas. I'll be presenting the purchase of Epson T720 for ADMS. So to give you, before anything else, we would like to give you a background of the plotter, Epson plotter. It was purchased CY 2019. The said plotter inks was, the consumables such as plotter inks was procured individually through PCC, which petty cash custodian, which results to low utilization for the said items. It was agreed upon that the said items will be procured through bidding process, but did not materialize due to warranty issue. The warranty issue the warranty certificate states that the equipment and service lifetime warranty was included in the purchase of the said plotter, provided that all consumables and spare parts must be supplied only by GACM Philippines Incorporated. This also includes monthly preventive maintenance service of the said equipment. Hence, the said lifetime warranty will be null and void. So, sir, this is the certificate of warranty. For this project, the purchase of plotter inks of Epson T720 for ADMS, source of fund, CAAP APPCY 2021, office supplies, approved APP amount 340,200, ABC amount 340,200. The breakdown are as follows: matte black 12 unit with a total amount of 97,200. Photo black 12 unit, total of 97,200. For cyan, magenta and yellow, quantities are 6 cartridge for a total amount of with an individual amount, total amount of 48,600 with a grand total price of 340,200. Based from the agenda, sirs, it was recommended for SBP, but we would like to ask for your advice for direct contracting. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, you are on mute, sir.
Sorry. Any comment from the members?
To the chair,
Please.
can we please back check the presentation, because I noticed that the warranty date is already expired.
Hello, sir. Sir, based from the supplier, sir, even though the warranty is expired, may ano naman, sir, may lifetime po based dun sa dito sa certificate. Sa certificate, sir. Ano maka? Nakasite naman po, sir. Nag-over sila ng lifetime warranty service.
Sir, Mr. Chair, may I request comments from the PWG about the warranty certificate? Kasi it seems that ang warranty niya is sinasabi is 1 year, pero dito is it says lifetime pre-service warranty. So parang I don't know kung ito is service warranty. Pero dito sa warranty certificate, parts parang here is 1 year part on 1 year from the date of installation.
Technical working group, please clarify yung ano natin dito, yung query ni Gary.
Mr. Chair, if I may, Michael Macabenta po.
Sige, go ahead.
With regards to the 1 year warranty, all the items 1 to 6 are the ones included in the 1 year warranty. But with regards to the lifetime warranty, kindly maintain the end user, kindly maintain the warranty certificate. Ate Mayan. On the the supplier offers lifetime service warranty regarding the maintenance of the printer po, as long as the consumables are supplied by them. So dun sa 1 year po, and ito lang pong 1 to 6, and lifetime service, free service warranty naman po yung lifetime. Equipment warranty and service warranty.
Anything more?
To the chair, sir.
Go ahead, please.
If I may add to the comment of Engineer Gary, ay yung paragraph na pinag-uusapan, sir, para kasing conflicting yung statement niya. Sa pagkakaintindi ko, Mr. Chair. Kasi yung first line, it offers lifetime pre-service warranty provided we will buy the necessary consumables. Pero yung third line po, hindi na po siya supported. Wala yung statement niya na third line, parang wala siyang sinusuportahan na statement. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. Comment lang po yun.
Technical working group.
Sir, alin pong third line? Sir, i-reiterate ko lang po. Yung pong 1 year na na-mention po ni Mike is yung sa nakalagay po on parts.
Yes.
1 year warranty on parts po. So yung pong lifetime po is for the service.
Yeah, yes.
Kumbaga goods saka yung service po. Sir, ano po yung third line na hindi po sinusupport na namin?
Ito, hindi ko po maintindihan, Mr. Chair, anong ibig niya sabihin dito. So, all repairs, consumables, and spare parts must be supplied only by GECEN. Hence, equipment warranty and service warranty will be null and void. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir. Correct me if I'm wrong, Engineer Mike. I think kung hindi po siya manggaling, hindi GACEN yung magpro-provide. Engineer Mike?
I'm sorry, I'm away from the screen kanina po. Pinuntahan ko lang si Ate May. Ano po yun?
Yung question ni Sir is yung sa GACEN offers a lifetime free service be supplied. Tapos sa baba daw, yung sa hence, equipment warranty and service warranty will be null and void.
With regards to the conflicting statements po, as identified by the committee members, maybe I will request another or renewed warranty certificate that states clearly the equipment warranty and service warranty for the preventive maintenance. Maybe we could ask the end user to request from the supplier po.
Sir, through the chair, just to make it simpler for everyone. Sir, I think this is just a matter of wording, as Attorney Dane was saying. I think the word hence here is used inappropriately. I think what they're trying to say is lifetime service warranty, provided that consumables and spare parts must be supplied only by GECEN. So kung hindi si GECEN, equipment warranty and service warranty will be null and void. I think that's what they're trying to say. Maybe we can just revise this particular part and maybe clarify what the intention is, and then revise this particular portion. Kasi it's not necessarily conflicting, it just really doesn't make sense in general.
Yes, Mr. Chair. For the Chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir, I understand that. That's why the end user recommended direct contracting is to avail for the lifetime free service warranty. So we need to clarify this statement, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, tama naman yun para maliwanag talaga. End user, which is which ba talaga? End user. Hi.
Miss Ma, your mic is on mute, ma'am.
Ganun na lang para
Yes, sir. Magre-request na lang po kami ng panibagong ng certificate stating yung clear, yung third line po para clear din po on both parties. Para po yung mode of procurement po is for direct contracting po with GACEN.
With that siguro, can we defer this 2.9?
Yes, sir.
Pending the production ng statement na sinasabi ng ADMS to clarify everything.
Yes, to the Chair.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I move for the deferment of this procurement of the parts. I mean, for the ink of the Epson, the 727 platter until the new or much clearer warranty statement is issued by the supplier.
I so move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, it has moved and seconded for the deferment of this purchase of the Platter Inc. until such time the end user produce a clear justification
Yes, sir.
on
Noted,
this
sir.
project. Hereby approved.
Noted.
Okay, sige, thank you, Mai. Secretariat.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Let's proceed to the next item.
Sir, the next item is the purchase of executive chair, executive table, junior freestanding desk, etc. amounting to 76,000 pesos, sir. Our end user is the procurement division. Sir, we were informed by the end user, sir, that this has already been approved. However, it is for the wrong ABC, sir. So, this agenda, sir, is for the correction of the ABC, sir. Mr. Oscar Demitilio from the Procurement Division will explain further on this, sir.
Sige.
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Attorney Iris. Attorney Iris, isi-share ko lang po yung project. Share ko.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair will inform the Procurement Division, sir, na naghang po yung screen po nila.
Ay, hindi nakaka-capture ng internet natin, sir.
Yang. Okay, might as well, proceed to the next item siguro, Secretariat.
Ayaw, sir. Ayaw mag-proceed.
Might as well go back to them.
Kanina yung internet natin, sir.
No,
Hindi tayo makakonect.
Ayun.
Yan, sir. Tanungin mo, sir, kung na makikita nila, sir.
Yun na pala eh.
Ayan.
Sir, good afternoon po again. Sir, ano na po ito, na-emote na po ito nung before. Kaya lang po, hindi lang po napansin yung CBA. Ang iba po yung amount o ABC po na na-attach doon sa project. Yung pong na-emote siya sa amount po na 29,500. Pero the correct CBA po dapat is 76,000. Consolidated project po ito ng mga different division.
Through the chair, may I ask bakit nagaganon? Bakit may mali sa ABC? That's a very fatal mistake on our end because tamatagal lalo yung procurement process natin because of simple mistakes like this. Bakit po nangyari to, sir? Can we ask?
Yes, sir. Hindi lang po talaga, nagkamali lang po nung paglagay po ng pagkatas po ng CBA at the time na ipinoward po sa budget. So, medyo wala po nakapansin.
CBA po, asan po yung ABC?
CBA po, sir. Atas po na CBA.
Ano yung CBA, sir?
Yung Certificate of Budget Allocation.
Budget allocation. Nagkamali ng attach, hindi nakita sa budget.
Yes, sir.
Sino pong may kasalanan nun? Yung nag-attach o yung budget?
Attorney, hindi po masyadong matukoy kung saan po nagkamali. Hindi po siguro masyadong napansin sa BACSEC at sa PROCO at the time nung pinoward niya sa BACSEC. So from there, hingi na lang po kami ng apology.
Sige po, sir. We will leave that to the discussion of the DTGA. Pero sir, on my end po, through the chair, if with all due respect, I think hindi po natin pwede hayaan na palaging ganito na may mga ganito nangyayari kasi as we all know, sobrang laki na ng backlog natin sa Bravo in particular. And nakakadagdag lang tong ganito. Through the chair, I yield to your comments and decision, Mr. Chair.
Before I'll say my comment, any other comment from the members?
Mr. Chair, siguro it should be well checked or verified first before forwarding sa BACSEC kasi alam naman natin medyo marami yung bulk ng trabaho din na dumarating sa BACSEC. So yung pag-verify is parang it is assumed na the responsibility of the end user na maibigay yung tama. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Gary. Next, other members. Do you have any other comment?
None on my part, Mr. Chair.
For me, Mr. Chair, I will ask the budget what happened regarding this matter. I'll go with the Attorney Rob's suggestion that this should not be happening.
Okay, for me, being the chairman here, no? Kung titingnan niyo yung itong CBA na ito, this is the very vital or one of the major component ng natin, ng procurement process natin. This is a certificate budget allocation. What is it in allocate? Once it is being allocated, yan na yun. So kung sasabihin natin nagkamali, we might be technical working group. What's the legal implication on this? Ito actually hindi dapat dito nagkakamali eh. Ito ang number one na tinitingnan muna. Kaya nga meron tayong mga price research or market research for that matter. Kung ano yung goods na bibili natin, magkano ba yung market research natin yan. Kung ibabangga mo dito sa sa pondo na inalaan mo, which is the CBA. So kung anong ganon, meron talagang problema ang procurement division natin, the budget, tsaka yung sa technical working group natin, yung tatlo na yan. With this, kung makikita ninyo, talagang this is a no-no. Hindi dapat man nangyayari ito.
Through the chair, can I just ask for clarification? When you say this was already approved for what po? Approved for mode? Approved already for award? Asa na po ba tayo dito?
Attorney, ano pa lang po siya approved for mode of procurement?
And it was approved as SVP?
Yes po, Attorney.
Ano na pong nasimulan natin sa SVP, sir? Wala pa?
Wala pa po, Attorney.
Yes, I just echo po the concern of the chair. No? We might be perceived as to having to favoring sa specific group kapag may ganitong mga switching lang tayo ng amount in the middle of the process. So I recommend kung mali yung amount in the first place, we just go back to square one and just fail this altogether and have this resubmitted for rebid, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, that's my very suggestion to the how do you call this, to the BAC Secretariat to inform the technical work group. Can we just we might be we'll try to have some impression in here, or we'll develop some the characteristics, how do we do it the proper way. Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, itong item na to, itong CBA na to, this is the very vital and major component ng natin, ng procurement natin. Ngayon, with that, nagkamali na tayo doon, so might as well go back to the square one tayo. We might as cancel this project and do it again. Ganun ang gawin natin para at least safe tayo since nandun pa lang naman ang kwan natin. Kasi baka maging precedence ito eh, na pwede naman palit-palitan pala. So, yun nga, we might as well may mag-iisip dyan, yung impression na we are favoring somebody else, yung ganon. So yung sinasabi ko, ano ba yung mga possible na legal implication na kakaharapin natin pag tinuloy natin ito on some bad impressions. So marami yun. Rather than kung i-ano natin to, ika-cancel out natin ito, then we reissue again another directive for this, a procurement directive for this. Any comment from the members of the group?
Mr. Chair?
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
Sir, I go with the recommendation of Attorney Rob that we start with the process.
Mr. Chair, to formally po siguro, last question na lang po, Sir Demetilio. Was this already posted? No? Posted na po ba ito? Procurement.
Procurement. Wala yata siyang
Yes, I'm asking this, Mr. Chair, because the process will be very different if this is already posted.
Tony, sensya na po, medyo naputol po yung internet.
Sige, kung posted na daw to, tinatanong.
Ay, hindi pa po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige sir, that's much simpler. Considering it has not been posted yet, Mr. Chair, may I recommend and may I move, Mr. Chair, that this project or this purchase be remanded to the end user for the necessary correction of the documents and the terms. And then let them resubmit it once it's already been corrected as another proceeding, Mr. Chair. That's a motion. Thank you.
Okay. Any second?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the deferment or to bring it back to the end user or to the procurement division for that matter to correct all the documents pertaining to this transaction or procurement. Is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, for it to be resubmitted again for mode of procurement for another approval po, so that we're gonna start the process. Procurement, please take note of that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you po,
okay.
Tony. Thank you po, Mr. Chairman.
Take note mo yung mga documents na iano mo demit din sa mo sa procurement division.
Opo, Mr. Chair. Thank you po.
So next time be very careful dito sa mga ganitong mga yung mga ganitong items na nandun sa documents mo.
Sensya na po, Mr.
You should be very careful.
Thank you po.
Okay, sige. With that, Secretariat, next item, please.
Sir, our next item is the 4-month supply of labor, tools, and supervision for the monthly preventive maintenance of 2-unit elevators amounting to 76,000. This will be presented by
Sana may elevator daw eh.
Reyes of the BG. Sir.
Okay. 4-month supply of labor.
Good afternoon po again. This is Mel Reyes. I will be presenting the project for the preventive maintenance of 2 units Hyundai passenger elevator at the CAAP admin building. The source of fund for this project is CAAP APP CY 2021 under repair and maintenance machinery and equipment. The approved APP amount is 350,000 and the ABC amount for this project is 76,000 pesos. The breakdown, the included in this project are the supply of labor, tools, supervision for the monthly preventive maintenance of the 2 elevator, passenger elevator. The unit cost for every month is 19,000 for 4 months and The total for this project, and the total amount for this project is 76,000. Yung exclusive distributors. The end user is recommending the mode of procurement for this project as direct contracting po. Alisin niya. Huwag na i-present. Yung ito.
Any comment from the members?
Ibalik ko dito. Sa title.
To the chair.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Question lang po sa end user. Bakit 4 months lang po?
Yes, sir. Previously, sir, we have pinatakbo namin program actually is for 1 year, but upon the advice of the budget division, it would be better if we reckoned it for 4 months only, starting September until December, and for the next year contract, we will reckon it from January to December. Kasi ang original contract po natin, nag-expire siya ng, ang period cover niya is actually until August. Ganun po ang ating ano. So, in-advise ng budget na parang mas maganda kung ang contract natin with Hyundai is January to December na lang daw po. So, parang ginawa na lang po upon the advice of the budget division, parang ang lumabas na lang po is extension of the contract for 4 months only.
Mel.
Yes, sir.
You're declaring that is 4 months, it's already November. So does it mean this will be until March?
No, sir. Until December lamang po yung aking hinihingi dito. 4 months lang po, sir. Tapos magpapatakbo kami. We are...
Technical working group, what can you say? Any comment from the technical working group?
Sir?
It is being presented here. It is already November, mid-November, and being presented here for this contract of direct contracting of this project for the supply of labor tools and supervision for the monthly preventive maintenance of 2-unit elevators starting August of this year, and we are now in November.
Sir, if I may, sir, if you will allow po, may I present po the timeline of the project? Kung bakit ganito inabot po? Yung...
ang tanong na doon that is motel academic na yan, Mel.
Apo.
We're already in November. That's the question now. So it will gonna push this itong direct contracting nito when you will be start. What will be your date of reckoning of your
Sir,
your
September to December po.
September to December of 2022.
2021.
Direct auditors, technical working group, is that proper?
Sir, may I ask Ma'am Melang din po? Because before po, if I'm not mistaken, we procured the services for this project on an annual. So, Ma'am Mel, hindi po ba, tapos na po ba?
Yes,
na po
yes, attorney, it ended last August 31 po. That's why the initial na pinatakbo namin is from September hanggang August last year. But nung pre-process po sa budget, upon the advice of the budget, it would be best daw po na 4 na buwan lang namin siya i-extend hanggang December para daw po next year, yearly basis na tayo, sir, na parang ang reckoning period na is January to December. Although for the longest time, ganun po ang ginagawa namin, yung August to September. Kaya lang nga po, nung pinatakbo na namin, yung prior to the expiration last August 31, yun ang ginawa ng budget sa amin. So, on our, in good faith, and sa tingin namin, kasi yun po ang advice nila, we followed their advice to have this review for only 4 months.
What's the comment of the technical working group here?
Sir, sir, I think I agree with how hindi ko alam, sir. But I think what your trying to question is that if we proceed with the procurement of this project, the reckoning, the signing of the contract would be after the has this been delivered, ma'am? Nagbigay na po yung services?
Ma'am, continue naman po silang nagsiservice sa atin ng preventive maintenance sa atin. Tuloy-tuloy lang din po naman siya. And aware din naman po si Hyundai about the current situation na pinaprocess pa namin yung extension na ito.
Through the chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's just try to set things in order, no? The current matter being discussed is for extension.
Yes po.
With of a contract that already ended last August.
Opo.
Are we already undergoing the conducting the procurement for the next contract?
There's for September, October, November, nagkakandak po sila ng preventive maintenance sa atin. Kailangan po siya talaga, sir, na hindi siya...
Inaano ko lang yung duration ng contract kasi expired na. Wala na tayong kontrata ngayon.
Opo,
so,
wala
kasi
na
ang ginagawa natin, normally yung ginagawa dapat natin is pinaprocure na natin yung susunod.
Opo, opo.
Tama, ma'am? But right now, we're not doing that. Nag-aasa
Sir,
tayo ng
ang
extension.
extension lang po namin is for 4 months until December. But meron na kaming papatakbuhin again by November. Kasi si Hyundai, hindi pa sila magbibigay ng quotation for the next year po until maglapit lang muna ng December pa para ganun for the next year. But tama po kayo, attorney.
Yes, I'm just trying to make it clear for everyone because under the GPPB rules, for us to grant an extension, there needs to already be efforts for procurement, meaning dapat nasimulan na. Second, the BAC isn't really the proper body to grant the extension. We can only recommend. An extension is, of course, going to be decided by the management or the HOPE. In this case, given the contract is only small, it would be the DG. So I can only recommend that. That's why I'm asking, because kung meron na tayong ongoing for the subsequent procurement, then we have valid ground to extend. Pero kung wala naman po, shouldn't we just be posting this already for procurement? Ano po ba ang plano niyong gawin? Meron na kayong sinisimulan, sinasabi niya, ma'am?
Yes po.
Asa na po yun?
Yung for the next year po bang inaano niyo, sir?
Yes. Opo.
Opo, sir. We already requested a quotation from the Hyundai. Tapos papatakbo na po ulit kami, sir, para sa January to December.
For next year?
Opo.
Okay, let's just make sure that that these activities coincide kasi mahirap tayong mag-grant na extension kung walang proof na nagsisimula na tayo. But I understand that's already considered na nagsisimula tayo. But the sooner we can post it or we can have it deliberated by the BAC, then we have valid reason to extend. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair, just wanted to clarify to everyone. But with regard to this, okay lang naman po. Again, I'm saying, hindi po tayo nagde-decision dyan. We're only recommending. But in this case, considering pasok naman po siya doon sa GPPB grounds na we're asking for extension precisely because pinaprocess pa natin yung susunod, pwede po natin gawing justification yun. But ultimately, ang output po natin dito is only a recommendation to the DG. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
So does it mean para extension extension of the contract lang muna ito? Ganun ang mangyayari natin dito kasi hindi
Lumalabas po.
Yeah, kasi hindi ganun ang manner of presentation yung Mel eh.
Exactly, sir. That's why po kinarify ko po.
It will become a new contract kasi ang lumalabas eh. Kaya ang tanong ko dito, sana maging reckoning natin ito eh. Ngayon pa lang tayo nagkakaroon ng procurement activities. So ang reckoning nito during the notice of award or yung notice to proceed mo, doon pa lang tayo mag-i-start ang record natin doon. Kung December 1 siya, magiging December 1 ka tapos mag-project ka ng 4 months from there. Ngayon, kung extension lang, it's a different story. Yun ang mangyayari sa atin doon. So next time, might as well technical working group, kindly check on all these kinds of activities natin na napapasok tayo sa ganung mga activities natin.
Yes, sir. Sir, maybe asking the back secretariat to forward to us the documents po. Kasi with Attorney Buds from before, sir, only those fraud amount more than 1 million, sir. So, hindi na po umaabot sa amin yung below 1 million.
Okay. Any other comment from the members of the group on how we deal with this 4 months supply of labor tools and supervision for our 2 elevators?
Through the chair, given the urgency of the matter and of course yung timelines natin, I do understand the need for it and I am amenable with the recommendation po for the extension, Sir Chair. Thank you.
Okay, sige.
Provided sir, of course, as I mentioned, that the subsequent procurement will already be started as committed by Mel. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Rob. So you got it, Juan, Mel? Nakuha
Thank
mo?
you, sir. Yes po, sir.
So any motion to approve for this yung extension of the contract nito, pwede yung with all the documents na na requirement na i-facilitate ng BGMS for this.
To the chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I move to adopt the recommendation of Attorney Rob for the extension of the contract pending the facilitation of the new contract for this elevator, sir.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the pushing of the extension of the contract of this 4-month supply of labor, tools and supervision for the monthly preventive maintenance of the 2 elevators in the amount of 76,000. Is hereby approved. Sige, Mel, please do your assignment.
Thank you po, sir. Yes, sir. We will po.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Attorney Rob. Thank you. Yeah, next item tayo, Juan, Secretariat.
Sir, the next item is the supply and delivery of 82 pieces Kyocera toner for the photocopying machine at CAAP Central Office, amounting to 1,059,200 from the Procurement Division. Sir, this project, sir, is already ongoing, sir. Actually, this is for the recontracting, and as informed by the TWG, they have an ongoing submission for this, sir, and they are still waiting for the certificate of sole distributorships. However, sir, upon review and confirmation, sir, this project has not yet been posted by the previous BAC Secretariat, sir. So,
any comment from the members of the group?
Mr. Chair.
It is within the allowable pa ba time? Yeah, go ahead, please.
I think the more alarming issue here, this was actually elevated to me as Heya by the Secretariat, particularly because I've recently taken over the matters handled by Attorney JR. Apparently, not only this, no, Attorney Irish, you're still conducting further investigation on all the other matters. Ang problem po kasi under direct contracting under the GPPB rules, required po na ma-post siya. Otherwise, the whole process is null and void po, Mr. Chair. And given that this was not posted at all, it is now up to the BAC po on how to move forward about this. And in this case po, and just my humble opinion, Mr. Chair, baka po mapahamak po yung kayo po as chairman as well as the rest of the members of the BAC if we continue on a BAC matter that was never posted. And that's already in the middle of submission of documents. So may I recommend, Mr. Chair, we fail this for under exercise of the reservation clause, particularly for the failure of the BAC and the TWG to comply with the process under the GPPB. Mr. Chair, if that is the pleasure of the BAC. That's just my comment po on this matter, Mr. Chair. Also to bring to your attention, we're still finding some other pending matters na ganito rin po ang sitwasyon, and I've instructed the Secretariat to bring all of it into the attention of the BAC so we can deliberate on it similarly, Mr. Chair. Thank you po.
Yeah, might as well siguro kung lahat na yun ba pwedeng pagsabay-sabay na natin. Pag nakita na lahat na i-deliberate natin pagsabay-sabay yung the same issues or concern na transaction natin.
Bill, Mr. Chair, the BAC Secretariat is currently conducting an inventory of all the projects of BAC Bravo, Mr. Chair, and we will report to you immediately, sir, once we have the review, sir.
Okay, sige. With that siguro, any motion to defer this one pending the how do you call this, with the technical working group checking all the requirements for the GPB.
Motion, Mr. Chair. Motion, sir. Motion, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, sige, go ahead, please.
Due to some needed requirements on item number 4 on other matters, supply delivery of 82 pieces Sosera toner, I move for the deferment wherein there was a discovered discrepancy on the part of the submission. That's why I recommend for deferment of this project, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, just to save time on it, considering the outcome of this is ultimately the failure of the bidding, we can already actually decide on that now, so we can already reinitiate this para hindi na rin po tumagal, if that's okay. Is that okay, General Milo?
Yes, yes, Attorney Rob.
I recommend lang po some amendment to the motion. Instead of deferment, I recommend for the failure of this item and then for it to be rebidded, Mr. Chair.
Failure of what? Failure of this?
The bidding, sir. Ano ba title nito, Attorney Irish?
Sir, this is for the supply and delivery of 82 pieces Kyocera toner for the photocopying machines at CAAP Central Office amounting to 1,059,200, sir.
Ayun po, sir. Hindi ko po ma-memorize yung title. Pero yun po yung title nung project. Considering we failed to post this and we failed to follow the procedure, I recommend po to consider this failed and to have it rebidded po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So yun ang best move natin doon. We'll just declare this a failure of bidding for this one.
Yes, sir. Kasi ganun din po if we defer this, if i-fail din po natin. So para po maibalik na, we can already do that now, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ngayon. Sige. Thanks, Atty. Rob.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
Yes, sir. I second, sir, with the recommendation to fail this process for failing to submit the necessary documents. Thank you, sir.
Any second the motion?
I second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it is moved and seconded to declare a failure of bidding for this item in the supply and delivery of 82 pieces Kiora toner for the photocopying machine of the CAAP Central Office in the amount of 1,059,200 pesos. Is hereby approved. Pending the proper documents will be supplied. Okay, Secretariat, next item.
Sir, next item is the lease of aircraft of CAAP FICG Flight Operations Mission Nationwide for the period of September 26 to December 31, 2021, amounting to 39,348,499 pesos, sir. This will be presented by Mr. Roberto Andres Morico, sir, of the FICG.
Pwede po ba mute?
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me just share my screen.
Sir,
Nagsasalita yata si DDGA. Naka-mute po.
Hindi, may dinidiscuss lang kami dito.
Ay, sorry sir.
Yeah, wala. Nagdi-discuss kami yung yung mga natin, yung procedures eh.
Sige po sir. Si Captain Morico po.
Oo, si
We're waiting
Captain
for him.
Morico.
Sige po.
Nawala yata siya.
sir, nag-aayos lang po ng audio niya, sir, kasi nag-feedback po kanina.
Okay, sige.
So I'm sorry I'm unable to share my screen. But anyway, this is actually a purchase request, sir, which is part of the our 2021 lease of aircraft for CAAP FICG flight inspection operations. I believe I have informed also the Office of the DDGA regarding this one, that we have two pending purchase requests over this project. One is for the period of June 15 up to September 25, which is the validity of the present contract. And then we have another purchase request, which is from September 26 to the end of December, which is intended for the rest of our flight inspection from October to December of 2021. If we combine these two purchase requests, this totals to more or less 75 million. And because of the total cost, back in September, this was recommended for discussion by the Board of Directors. And then during the board discussion, one of the representatives of the directors opined that in order for us to enter into any negotiated contract for this procurement, it is necessary that we should first have a subsequent procurement, and he was referring to a procurement for the year 2022. Now, we have already prepared that procurement. It's been signed by the DG. The purchase request has been signed by the DG. Right now, the 2022 list of aircraft is with the Finance Department. I believe a CBA was already prepared by our budget division yesterday. At 1 o'clock today, it's with Ma'am Joyce. So, assuming it comes out by tomorrow, we will immediately forward that to the BAC so that that will be the required subsequent procurement. As for this present procurement that we have on our table, this amounts to more or less 39 million, which is just a continuation of the contract we have existing at present. So if we just like to submit this to the BAC so that the BAC Bravo can already decide on how best to procure this project, the extension of this project, sir. And I'm sorry, I cannot, I have problem sharing my screen. The details, sir, of the project is already in the documents forwarded to our BAC. It's just a schedule of the proposed flight inspections to be conducted from October to December and the costing required. And because this is an ongoing project, we also prepared an update on the status of the payments and the amount yet to be paid, which shall be covered by this next procurement, this next purchase request. And we already sent a copy to our BAC Secretariat earlier this afternoon. And I believe it would be best if this executive summary be maybe distributed to the BAC members before we decide on this procurement, sir. That's all, please.
To save time, Mr. Chair, can we just flash it, Secretariat? Do you have it with you? Can we flash that document para meron naman kaming reference? All right, thank you. Through the chair, if I may just clarify. Cap,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
just to put things in order para rin klaro sa mga members natin. So what you're asking now is for the extension of the contract from September to December in view of the impending the one that you're already submitting for procurement for 2022. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir. We're just recommending an extension of the contract. Anyway, we already have the 2022 procurement underway.
Yes. Asa na po yun, sir? If we may know, para lang po
Yes,
clear.
sir. As of 1 o'clock, sir, 1 o'clock today, it's already with the Finance Department. The CBA is for signature by Ma'am Joyce, but the purchase request has already been approved by the DG along with the technical specifications or the TOR.
So it's just for scheduling na lang po of the back.
Yes, sir,
Short.
please.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I think this is similar to the one to the situation earlier of admin as presented by Mel. Again, this is an extension of contract in view of the processing of the next contract, which is not yet finished or is just starting right now. And I can confirm po this was already presented to the board of directors. And the same way it was Yusek Enrile that pointed out the same requirement under the GPPB that for any contract extensions kailangan po meron ng na start doon sa susunod na procurement. So in this case, Captain Morico is manifesting that there's already one for schedule. So for me, sir, we can recommend this for extension. Again, we're only recommendatory on this aspect, sir. We don't approve the extension itself. So,
Okay.
yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. With the explanation of Attorney Robier, the Vice Chairman, so do you hear any motion here to approve for the recommendation of the extension of the contract of FICG for the list of aircraft for their flight operations mission nationwide for the period from September up to December 31?
The Chair.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Just a query from the end user, for Captain Morico. The first, yes, Captain. The first extension is 6 months, and it is half the time approved for 1 year.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, sir, ang ginawa namin doon is kalahati nung oras na allocation. So if we would be extending the contract for another 4 months, what about the time it will be affected?
Yes, sir. It's been affected, and actually, along with the purchase request, we prepared a new table of time allotment. Mas konti na lang siya. Basically, almost 39 million na rin lang siya. And then,
yes,
yes, sir. And this will take effect from. This will be effective from. That is from September 26 up to December 31.
Yes, sir. The first extension is 218.28 hours. So the second extension is lower than 218 hours.
Yes, sir.
So if it's lower than 218 hours so the amount should be lower than half of the total budget for the year.
Not really, sir, because what happened is that we have a higher time for the Learjet, and the Learjet is more expensive. Actually, if you total the number of hours, it's only 172 hours. 107 is for Learjet, 66 hours is for Pilatus. And then we have 20 hours of airport inspection. So, although the number of hours has been reduced, the cost is more or less the same with the first project, even if it had a greater number of hours.
Mr. Chair, the first contract does not state what kind of aircraft to be used. The first extension, Mr. Chair.
Sir, actually, it is stated there. It's in the contract that came out. If I will just...
What page, Captain?
Sir, are we referring to the first contract?
Yes, sir. First contract and versus the second contract. So you are saying that the second contract would be using another aircraft different from the first extension.
No, sir. Actually, we are going to use... We're not just using one aircraft. We are using 3 aircraft. One is a Learjet. Another is a Pilatus. And still another is a Gulfstream G150. The rate of the Gulfstream is 220,000 pesos per hour. And this will be used for 20 hours for the rest of this year. The Learjet has an allotted time of 107 hours. And the Pilatus has an allotted time of 66.5 hours.
Yes, sir. What document can I see those numbers?
Yes, I'm sorry, I cannot flash it, but it's already included in the package of the purchase request. It's attached to the purchase request. It's page 4 of the purchase request.
Yes, sir. Because I'm looking at a copy of the purchase request, and the unit cost per hour is specifically stated. It does not state what kind of aircraft to be used.
Ah, yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Yan eh.
so it doesn't matter. I think, Mr. Chair, it doesn't matter what aircraft to be used as long as we deliver the output, and you will be paying this amount for a particular hour lot used. It doesn't matter what type of aircraft is used.
Sir, actually, it's in the item description. Under item description, third line, flight inspection of airport terminal facilities. Under that, we have Gulfstream 150. And the next column, 20 hours. Unit cost is 220 and total cost is 4.4 million.
Okay,
And then,
have that copy, sir.
okay, we'll just, we can just provide another one, sir. But with the signed purchase request, it's actually broken down into specific aircraft. Again, sorry, because
Yes, sir.
I can't seem to share my screen.
I'm referencing to the first purchase request from the first extension, and I presume that is the same purchase request because we only divided the total time allowed, the total time budgeted for the year 2021.
Yes, sir. I stand corrected. The first purchase request, that is from earlier this year, March up to September 25, we did not put the specific aircraft in the time allotment. But in this present purchase request, this is the second purchase request, we already indicated the type of aircraft and the facilities to be inspected along with the time allotment.
Yeah, and luckily we were not able to see the purchase request. That's all. That's all, sir.
Yes,
Through the chair, I think it would help with the secretariat. Would you have a copy of that so we can all see it? Kasi ang hirap, wala kami nakikita kasi I think.
No, sir. We only have a copy of the executive summary, sir, and the remaining priority flight inspections for 2021, sir. That was forwarded by Captain.
Captain, you can't flash it right now, or you can't send it.
Sir, you can email it to me, sir, and I would flash it, sir.
Ma'am, actually, if it's already in the file of the PR forwarded to you by procurement.
We'll check, sir. Sir, are those physical copies po of the file, sir?
Yes, physical copies, hard copies of the file.
Sir, I don't have an access of it, sir, in the back tech office, sir.
Okay.
Anyway, Attorney Rob, we will just post it in the Viber group, sir, or email it to the members, sir, for your reference.
Yes, but without it, I don't think we'll be able to address the concerns raised earlier. Hence, paano namin didesisyonan to?
May pinapakita si ano dito.
Pina-flash lang ni Sir Captain.
Sir, I'm sorry. This is my my hard copy that's been received. So this is our purchase request.
Can we flash it na yung siya lang para it will be larger picture ang lalabas? Can we do it ba secretariat? Ito yung pinapakita ni Siya lang ang kwan, siya lang ang yan natin.
Po, Captain, hindi po namin mabasa maayos, sir.
Oh, wala, hindi
Apologies.
ka hindi,
Opo.
hindi, hindi na dapat talaga yung solo.
Yes, sir.
Yung
And,
solo lang siya dito sa ano sa kwan sa screen. Pwede ba 'yon? Mag-isa lang siya. How do we do it?
Sir, we'll ask the account holder, sir.
Ayun, oh. Ayun, kung solo lang siya, ayan, pinindot ko yung ano yung parang pin. Pero wala pa rin eh. Oh. Tingnan,
Malabo
idikit
pa
mo
rin,
ng
sir.
gusto. Idikit mo ng gusto.
Malabo, sir.
Di ba ba,
Captain.
Wala eh.
Cap, Morico.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kaya mong picturean yan, tapos send mo sa secretariat para ma-flash nila.
Okay, sir. Send ko ngayon.
Ngayon na please, para wag na natin patagalin because this has been pending for a long time already and malaking utang na to sa atin, sir.
Para maayos na yan. Kasi tawag dito. Next time, Kwan, Attorney Iris, singyan mo sila ng mga Kwan. All available na na Kwan, na chart o ano nila na documents para
Yes, sir.
Ingyan mo sila ha.
Yes, sir. Isa-scan na lang din po yung doon sa physical file sa officer.
Yeah, oo. Yung mga ganyan na ano.
Okay, sir. Sent.
Rat.
Attorney Irish, nakuha mo?
Yes, sir. Ipa-flash ko lang po.
And Cap, so this is what you were mentioning earlier na this second purchase request already identifies the aircraft to be used. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir. As to the quantity, sir, the quantity of the hours, I sent another table to Attorney Irish, and it identifies the facilities, the location of the facilities, and the time allotment for each of the facility. It basically breaks down the hours we have indicated in the purchase request.
Hindi, okay na yung kanina eh. Pinaliit mo pa ulit. Aris. Yan. Yun. Para medyo ano naman, para hindi masyado nakadikit yung mukha namin dito sa screen. Yan. Please readable na siya.
Through the chair.
Sige, go ahead please.
Yes, sir. Query from Captain Enrico. Scap, the allocated time for the flight check of visual aids and CNS equipment, is it enough to overall the backlogs that we have during the previous years?
We will have to make do with this purchase request, sir. But we believe this is enough. The amount would be enough.
So does it mean, Cap, that come 2022, all visual aids and radio nav aids have current validities, flight check validities?
Yes, sir. That is the intention. And anyway, the procurement for 2022, we already have a calendar for the whole year, and we will be forwarding this to the ANS initially, because basically most of the facilities that need to be checked belong to them. And if there are any facilities that we forgot to check, we will put it as priority for 2022.
Noted, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Captain Moritz. And Josh, thank you very much for your comment. So let's go back to the members. Other members, do you have still any comments? Hearing none, can we hear a motion to approve approve for the recommendation of the extension of this contract of the FICG?
Through the chair. A motion, sir, to recommend the approval of the extension of the contract pending the award of the subsequent contract, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, sige. Any
Second motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded for the extension of the contract of the lease of the aircraft for the CAAP BAC flight operations mission nationwide for the period September up to December 31, 2021, hereby approved. Okay, for the last item, Secretariat.
For other matters, sir, we have the request for consideration to the BAC Bravo of the mode of procurement for the ATFM software tool subscription, sir, by the ATS. Sir, the document or the request for consideration has been forwarded to the BAC TWG, sir. However, we do not have the A-scan copy of this, sir. Apologies for that.
Sir?
Sige, go ahead. Technical working group, want something to say?
Yes, sir. Sir, I can flash the, I think this is the revised version forwarded by Sir Joma Elijo, sir. I will just flash it, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, nakikita po.
Yes po, nakikita po, attorney.
This was forwarded today lang po, sir. May I just know if Ma'am Marlene will be presenting this?
Through the chair,
Yeah, go ahead.
sir, if I may be allowed to point salient items in the justification that we have forwarded. This is actually the one that Attorney Dane received is a revised copy of the justification which was earlier submitted to BAC Bravo, sir. It's basically the same, meron lang po kaming dinagdag as to the dealership and CANSO participation.
Mode of procurement.
So if I may be allowed, sir, just three basic and principal points.
Secretariat, I just want to clear out what to do with this ATFM software tool subscription. Are they requesting for the approval on the your mode of procurement of this project?
Sir, they are requesting for the reconsideration of the mode of procurement of this project, sir, from from public bidding, sir, to direct contracting. Is that correct, Ma'am Marlene? Based on the letter that you that was sent by the ATS po?
Yes, Attorney Aris, that is correct.
What was the recommendation of the technical working group? Attorney Dane.
Yes, sir. We agree with the justification provided by the ATS with respect to the mode of procurement that this should be direct contracting, sir. Sir, if you may allow Ma'am Marlene po to present the justification why this should be direct contracting instead of the public bidding, sir.
Initially, what do we have here? The public bidding. It was already approved for public bidding.
Yes, sir.
And how far have we gone from that public bidding when we approved that?
Attorney Irish, has a resolution been made?
Not yet, attorney.
Oh, so far wala pa, sir. Hindi pa po nakapag-prepare ng resolution na for public bidding na po.
When was the last yung last date dito ng we declare it is for public bidding by the BAC? When was that?
Last month pa.
I think last month, sir.
Last month.
Yes, sir.
Why did that take too long? It takes a 1 month. Or who suggested that public bidding? Isn't that the end user or the technical working group? Now they are revising it to the direct contracting.
Sir, before po, the recommendation was direct contracting. However, the members decided to have it link, sir. But the initial recommendation was actually direct contracting po.
But it was decided by the board to go on public bidding. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any comment from the members?
Mr. Chair, may I inquire for the reasoning of since I'm new to the team, what was the reasoning of the members? Why was it recommended for public bidding?
To the chair.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. This was the members of the BAC have decided that it would be procured through public bidding after they show that there are 80 FM locations within the Asia Pacific that does not necessarily use the Metron system. It was not presented. It was repeatedly stated by the end user that there is no existing Metron ATFM tool installed within the ATMC. And that's why, and they are requesting for a direct contracting, even though there are other vendors other than Metron, as shown by the table presented by the end user. And accordingly, they surveyed the market. They were able to talk to, I think that was Thales and Indra. However, they did not answer the query whether they would be able to provide software for the ATFM. And that is why the previous BAC decided to proceed with the public bidding, because it was perceived, it was shown that there are other markets, there are other vendors that provide ATFM tool. Not necessarily Metron, because Metron is a brand name, and Metron is the one they are choosing. And as written by this justification, there is already a software tool from Metron that is installed and used at ATMC, and it is only a upgrade. Am I correct, Ma'am Marlene?
Sir, if I may, through the chair.
Yeah, let's muna answer yung ni Josh here. Then
Yes, sir.
after that, you can have your share.
Actually, sir, he was asking if it's correct that there is something installed.
Yes, I can read in item. There is a item here. There is Horizon being used at the ATMC right now, and they are telling that there is only one vendor that can satisfy, or that can meet the needs for ATFM, and that is Metron. And the other members of the previous Bravo are saying that this is the essence of the procurement law, to procure through public bidding. That is why it was I was the one who proposed for the procurement through public bidding, because I believe there are other vendors that can provide the ATFM tool, because it was shown by them that there are other airports that uses another brand of ATFM software. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Josh. With that, Madam Marlene, you have your share.
Thank you, sir. Thank you po, and good afternoon, everyone. Yun pong, going back to the question of Mr. Jose, indeed, there are other suppliers in the market, but it's only Metron/Canso who provides subscription po. It's open, it's in the market as a tool. Both ang kanila pong contract kasama po ang hardware and software ng air traffic flow management, which will be very costly. So with our previous discussions with the DG himself, kasi recognizing the importance of air traffic flow management, lalo na po dito sa NAIA, in fact, when Canso presented this one, nandun din po si Sir, si Captain Jim. And ang very clear lang po is in the market, it's only Metron, Canso, who provides the subscription setup. Yung tipong pag nag-subscribe tayo, sir, sila nang bahala pati sa mga updates, and it will cost much less than if we procure an ATFM tool that includes the hardware and the software. And if I may correct po, wala po sa ATMC ang ATFM. It's still housed in the old Airways Complex. Ito pong nandito sa tabi ng temporary office ng Air Traffic Service. Nandyan pa rin po ang ATFM because we cannot hook the system. Yes, we cannot hook the system sa mismong ATFM, sir. Ay, sa mismong ATMC. Hindi po siya nakadikit doon. But what is important is between the manual and the automation will definitely have a higher level of safety rather than, kasi ngayon sir, actually, the truth is we're doing it manually. Noon pong September 2020, the Director General entered into a contract with Kansu to provide us through Metron the Horizon. So ginamit na po ito magmula pa nung 2020 ng September. Tinrain na po yung mga nasa ATFM. Ako po kasama ako sa tinrain as part of the educators, the instructors nung papasok ng mga susunod na ATFM personnel natin. So, pero yun po was parang they call it parang nila sa atin because we did not pay them anything. Doon po sa agreement na yun. It's what they call the collaboration agreement signed by DG and the representative from Kansu. So, yun po yung nangyari dun, sir. Tapos na po siya. So, what we're doing right now is manual air traffic flow management. And as you can see, ang traffic movement po natin ngayon have reached the 60% pre-COVID movement. So, nagpipick up na siya and we're looking at a higher rate this coming December. So, ang inaano sana namin, sir, if this will go through the process of open public bidding, ang estimate pong binibigay sa amin is a minimum of 9 months. We cannot afford that period, sir, because that would mean loss of revenues. Kasi kung 9 months po namin siyang hihintayin, magmamanual po kami, we will make sure that safety will always be there. So, ang mangyayari, sir, lalapara namin yung distances. So, ibig sabihin, bababa po ang level ng acceptance natin sa NAIA. If before we can do the 40 commercial flights, 4 commercial flights for general, 4 flights for general aviation, and free-flowing tayo for military and government flights every hour. Pag wala po at nag-manual kami, sir, kailangan po namin tong ibaba. Yun po yung that's why we're saying it would translate into loss of revenues. At malaking factor po yung pre-existing collaboration agreement signed by the Director General. Ang kanya pong counterpart na nag-sign dito, of course, is Kansu, which we all know is part of the international community. So yun po yung basic reason dito. Hindi ko na po itatouch ano po tong CTOT, ano po tong calculated kasi po medyo na yan siya, technical. Yun po kasi ang nasa source out naming information sa system. Ang kagandahan din nito, sir, for 1 year ginagamit na siya rito. So for 1 year na-train na po natin yung mga personnel natin sa ATFM and again, their house dito po sa old building sa Airways Operations. Hindi po namin sila ngayon mailipat sa ATMC. So, nandyan pa rin po sila sa old office nila. Yun po kasing original, when we started doing the air traffic flow management, we were actually using a simulator. Hindi po siya na-test or anything. Simulator po siya na dinonate sa atin ng JICA. But in 2019, nag-conk na po to. Like any other computers, bumibigay siya within a certain period of time. So noong 2019, bumigay na po to. That's the reason I'm saying pag nag-manual, mahihirapan po tayo. Kasi dinanas po namin mag-manual after bumigay yung simulator na dinonate ng JICA. So nag-pick po uli kami noong umokay itong sa Metron. Nung pinatry nilang paggamit ito sa amin. So yun po, sir. So first for us is the safety factor, the impending traffic surge, and of course the pre-existing collaborative agreement signed by our Director General.
Any other comment from the other members?
Through the chair.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Rob.
Yes, just hearing po from what Ma'am Marlene is explaining. I also don't want to disregard naman po. I understand yung concern po ni Sir Sugi regarding dun sa, of course, we follow a specific set of rules under the GPPB, which of course is to promote fair play regarding the nature of our bidding process. However, hearing po Ma'am Marlene, I think the more crucial issue here really is its impact on the safety as well as the urgency of the matter. In fact, kung rules lang naman po ang pinag-uusapan, I think it safely falls under direct contracting, or it can actually even fall under emergency cases, particularly letter A, number 3, which is to either to prevent damage or loss of life or property, restore vital public services, infrastructure, facilities, and other public utilities. And I think this falls squarely within this. But I know what we've experienced with exercising emergency clause is alam natin mainit sa mata at sa kuwa yan. But considering it also falls under direct contracting, I think okay naman po to recommend that given the urgency of the matter and also the description that it's not to be confused with the actual tool but rather as a subscription. Tama po, Ma'am Marlene?
Yes po, sir, through the chair. Subscription po ito, sir.
Yes.
And it will only cost a few percent kesa po dun sa complete tool which provides the hardware and the software. And if we go through the process kung ano yung nakalagay sa market na talagang, ano siya, sir, package. If we go to the market, ang ibibigay na nila sa atin ay yung pinaka-package ng hardware and software. We need to go through the process of training again kasi definitely iba po yung ginagamit nila dito sa nagamit na namin for 1 year.
Ayun lang po, Mr. Chair. I think basing lang on the very description of the project itself, that let's try to compartmentalize it. That this is really merely for the software subscription rather than the purchase of the actual ATFM tool, as was discussed earlier, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
So, another clarification lang dito. Pag pumunta ba tayo doon sa dalawang sinasabi na kumpanya, it will be, hindi subscription ang mangyayari?
Through the chair. Sir, they do not provide subscription po. Talaga pong complete tool, hardware and software. Kaya nung natanong po kami ng
Do you have a data on that? Do you have a data na for record purposes lang? Do you have a data from them na they are not providing any subscription?
Through the chair, ang lang po available sa amin ngayon, yung in-offer nila na package of the hardware and the software.
Yeah,
kasi
ang point ko kaya tinatanong ko ng ganon. So we have a comparative initial study. Kasi pagdating sa market research kasi ganyan ang mga tinitingnan natin. So titingnan mo lahat yung mga ganon, i-compare mo sila at sila rin ito nagbibigay. So sila lang pwedeng makakaano sa atin dito. Pwedeng makapagbigay ng ganon. Kasi ang mga document na kakailanganin natin dito, of course, yun nga, because of the yung time of the essence, yung urgency ng nitong tawag dito subscription nito, might as well nga papasok na sa direct contracting or on a sort of a emergency purchase. So talagang requirement natin ito. However, yun nga ang natin, we have to provide a proof na itong ibang kumpanya na hindi sila makapagbigay ng ganito, na si ganito lang ang pwedeng magbigay. Kaya dito tayo pumasok. Kasi kung boka-boka lang, after 3 years, 5 years, hahanapin yan sigurado. Yun ang point ko doon. So we have some documents sana na makapagsabi na si Kwan lang ang magbibigay ng ganitong klase na ano. And with the time of the end, yung sense of urgency, kaya dito tayo pumunta. Nakuha mo yung ano ko?
Yes, sir. Through the chair.
So we have that kind of document sana.
Yes, sir. Mag-ano kami, sir. Yes, sir.
Tapos yung justification mo dito, papasok sa ganon. Yung sinabi mo kanina, yung inelaborate mo lahat.
Opo. Sige, sir.
Ganon. So yun. We need those kind of documents para at least maiano natin siya. Masabi natin na siya lang ang pupwede talaga dito.
The chair.
Yeah, sige, Diyos.
Yes, sir. Sir, doon sa preparation ng terms of reference, tayo po ang may control nun, sir. Kung ano lang po yung gusto nating ilagay doon sa terms of reference. So, halimbawa, ang gusto lang natin bilhin sa terms of reference is yung software. Tulad ng sinasabi nila, yun lang po ang ilalagay natin. So, kung ang ipinoprovide po nung Thales at saka Indra ay software and hardware, kailangan para makalaban sila, kailangan software lang din yung i-offer nila sa atin. Di po ba? So, kung iisa lang po yung magka-qualify, kasi ito lang yung requirements natin, so ganun po talaga. Na isa lang yung nag-qualify, Metron lang. So, ganun pa rin, lalabas pa rin na yung gusto natin na mabibili natin, pero public bidding siya, hindi po siya direct contracting. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, yung ganon. Yung mga issue nga na ganon eh. Baka bigla lang sasabihin na they can still offer na yun lang eh. Di ba?
Kasi yun lang po ang hihingin natin, kaya yun lang po ang pepresyohan nila, Mr. Chair. Yun lang po.
Mr. Chair, to simplify it as well, Ma'am Marlene, kasi ang worry ko talaga is really the safety issue and the urgency. Would you be amenable to convert this to emergency instead of direct contracting? Kung issue talaga tong direct contracting na to.
Sir, if that would be allowed, opo, sir.
I would say this is really allowed under emergency cases. Because if we're justifying, we have a justification on it, particularly under urgency of the matter and the time is of the essence, then definitely it does. But it has to be presented that way po. Yun po yung mangyayari. We need a proper justification for it. And if we do that, we don't do direct contracting, we do negotiated.
Sige, sir. We will prepare a decision for a possible emergency procurement following po yung inyong guidelines, sir.
I think this would just not only fast track it, but also it we will have to solicit we'll have to invite other parties as well. So kung ang concern natin is gusto natin isali si Thales at si Indra, imbitahan natin sila lahat. Pero we have a shorter time period para ma-meet natin yung timeline.
Through the chair.
Yeah.
Kailan po natin nalaman na kailangan na po nating mag-subscribe ng Metron sa end user po? So, parang ano po, Mr. Chair, parang December 2020,
that's correct.
We are using the free Horizon software. Ang opinion ko po kasi, Mr. Chair, bakit hindi tayo nag-initiate ng procurement as early as January or February para hindi po tayo umaabot dun sa emergency procurement or direct contracting. Kasi alam naman po natin yung process ng procurement is napakahaba. Kung baka po kasi, pardon my word, maabuso po yung process na emergency procurement or direct contracting kasi due to safety issue kasi like, i-extend ko lang yung time na wala akong ginagamit, then pag malapit ng mag-indulto at saka pa lang ako bibili. So emergency procurement, ganun po, Mr. Chair.
Sir, if I may
Thank
lang
you,
po.
Josh. Oh, sige, Ding.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I remember correctly po, before po na plan na pong i-procure to, however po, nawalan po kasi ng budget. So, I think nag-realign pa po sila for this, kaya po na-delay.
Mr. Chair, I think it's already, sorry 6 o'clock na po kasi I'm still at the airport. Just to also contribute to it. I think it's a bit too late to belabor the issue sinong may kasalanan. I mean, I understand and I do agree na hindi naman talaga dapat ganito yun nangyayari. But here we are now and I think we really need to settle this issue, Mr. Chair. Considering this was already given a go signal by the DG, but of course the DG will always respect the decision of the BAC. But that's why this is being returned here because also Attorney Speedy and Ma'am Marlena's likewise sought DG's approval of it. So ito po yung deliberation natin ngayon is really more of anong pwede natin gawin para mapabilis at para matapos na rin yung issue. Of course, given the recommendation, syempre na hindi na dapat ito maulit, Ma'am Marlene, dapat nag-bid tayo ng maaga. Tama naman po talaga yung pinapoint out na dapat na bid natin ng mas maaga as possible. But given that this is the circumstance, Mr. Chair, maybe we can already decide on it. If we need to vote one by one para lang po matapos kasi we have one objection and I'm recommending actually in particular for it to be approved. Maybe we can have a votation if that's okay, Mr. Chair. Because this is a collegial body anyway.
Yeah, let's divide the house kung ano. Ano bang ano natin dito? Ano bang kwan? For direct contracting siya, emergency purchase or what?
Well, the choice I think, Mr. Chair, is really as the request is primarily for direct contracting in contrast to what was approved, which is for regular bidding, Mr. Chair.
Regular bidding. So dun tayo. It's either the regular go with the regular bidding and next is the direct contracting.
That is the request of the end user. Tama, Ma'am Marlene? Yeah, that's in the letter, I think. Yes.
But I'm sure we are following the guidance that you were giving.
Direct contracting. Okay, any ano from the other members? We'll try to divide the house.
Mr. Chair, may I just input?
Sige.
May I ask if and when we will have the public bidding, what is the repercussion aside from the pagka-emergency niya, Ma'am Marlene? Of course, and next question is the timeline. Kung ang timeline niya is isang public bidding somewhere na next year yan, so what is the repercussion on your operation? Kasi yung public bidding, sa akin naman, on my point of view, safe tayo lahat. On the other hand naman, because of we invoke nga, yun yan, hindi na natin anuin kung sino may kasalanan. That's so that we can, if we divide the house, makikita natin yung advantage and disadvantage, then we can weigh the what is the best. Both sides kasi may advantage and disadvantage. Ngayon, yung disadvantage, ano yung advantage and pinaka-advantageous and disadvantageous sa inyo. So, with that, kung makita natin, yun ang iboboto siguro ng bawat isa. Yun lang, Ma'am Marlene, what is wrong, parang ganun, just to simplify, if we go on public bidding. Just a direct question.
Through the chair.
Okay.
Sir Miles and for the rest of the members of BAC Bravo.
Ito po kasi ATFM project na to was submitted and requested ng early 2020 pa. And then when the budget was revised, na-slash po siya. Kaya po kami nagkumahog. Anyway, as I have mentioned earlier, ang primary consideration namin dito, sir, is safety. Ang purpose po kasi ng air traffic flow management is to provide for a calculated takeoff time para po sila hindi nagsasabay-sabay. Ang system po ang nagko-compute kung halimbawa ang aircraft number 1 should take off at 0000, the other one should take off ng ganito. Yun po yung nagiging guide ng controller kung sino yung, base po kasi yun sa pagkakauna-una ng pagpa-file. Nakasalansan na po siya. Yun po yun. At pati po dun sa destination, naka-ano na rin po yun, naka-factor in na po yung capacity naman ng kanyang destination. So, nandun po yung safety and of course, kung magmamanual po kami ng paggawa nito, sir, bababa po as a mitigation to ensure din naman na may ano natin yung acceptable level of safety, ibababa po natin ang capacity ng airport. And by doing so, if we bring down the capacity of the airport, that would translate into lost revenues. Kasi po, bawat lipad nito, sir, air navigation charge ang katapat, take off, yung mga ganon. Hindi po yun basta-basta natin matatawaran. Alam naman natin kung magkano nasisingil natin sa isang flight. So, magbabawas po tayo ng capacity. Kung ang dati gumagawa tayo ng 50 to 55, ibababa po na, per hour po yun, sir, ha? Kailangan po nating ibaba yun sa 40. Para lang may enough time mag-manual calculate. So, lost revenue na yung 14 na flight plus pa yun, sir. Kasi yung allocation natin for the government flight and the military flight will also be affected. Kasi mag-go down the line sila based on the manual calculations that we're going to do.
Sige, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much, Ma'am Arlene.
Okay, sige. If that's the case, let's divide the house. Kung anong ano natin dito, anong gagawin siya, direct contracting kasi both kasi meron siyang meron siyang may valid pareha sila. Kasi sa direct contracting natin, in the interest of time, para magtuloy-tuloy tayo, we have to do this. However, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina naman, kung natin dito, kung ipapublic versus ipapublic bidding natin. Kasi pag pinag-direct contracting natin, might as well, katulad yan, humingi na kayo ng dun sa kwan, at alam na ng ibang kumpanya ito na merong ganito, lalabas dun yung kwan, na kaya naman pala nila. Yung possibility na may umangal doon, may mag-question, nandun yun. So yun yung bali, yun ang bang magiging kwan natin. How will we justify yung na yun? Yung when time comes, yung justify yung natin na yun. So yung nga ang inano ko, kung talagang kwan, it is fully justified by the end user, providing all the kwan, information, time of the essence, yung sense of urgency nito. So all those things should be provided to the members of the then might as well go to the para well informed or provided tayo ng mga backup by information and data sa mga ganun na pagdating sa direct contracting. Kasi sa public bidding, yun talaga, wala nang tanungan doon. Kung ano talaga doon, open for all. Just make our, yung TOR natin doon, yung requirements natin, then whoever wins, go. We have it. So yun, those were the ano, yun ang bali nag-aano sa atin ito na kwan, na issued here. Kaya kung ano dito, for me, let's have can we have an additional time for this to talk about yung sa ganun na we have to weigh down the possibilities ng ano natin dito ang gagawin. So because when we have to decide on this, yun na yun. We have to go for it. No buts, no ifs. Any comment sa sinabi ko from the members?
Sir, if I may, sir.
Sige, go ahead.
Sir, can we just present another, presentation for, if possible, sir, yung pong for emergency cases na lang po. We will just consult internally with ATS po, the TWG.
Ang ano dito?
Para po as mentioned po kanina ni Attorney Rob, sir.
Ang ano dito, ang common denominator dito is totally to project na to. It is to how do we procure na lang. It's either kung direct contracting siya, emergency purchase, or on the public bidding. So yun yung pinag-uusapan na tuloy pa rin itong project na ito. However, we have to explore yung na yun, yung how do we do it. On what type of procurement ang gagawin natin. Kasi nandun na yung mga possibilities, yung mga pinag-usapan na natin, lumabas na lahat yung the pros and the cons. Paano natin babakapan si direct contracting? Paano, there are elements, there are some conditions on how to do a direct contracting. The same with emergency purchase. Ano yung mga elemento na yon? Ano yung mga requirements doon na papasok siya doon? The same with the public bidding. Pagdating ng public bidding, what are the elements? What are the requirements of the public bidding? So yun ang dapat na medyo maano ni technical working group that will provide for a better and clearer picture. Kasi ang ano natin dito nga, yung oras, yung sense of urgency natin. However, meron tayong ano dito, meron tayong some rules, some restrictions. There are some qualified service provider. So yung mga ganun, ang ano natin, we have to take on consideration lahat yung na ganun ano. Kasi once we decided it, then we'll go for it. By all means, we have to sign for it. Wala tayong pipirma, lahat tayo dyan pipirma at walang pwedeng tawag dito, no buts, no ifs na yon. So we have to take a look on this na ano talaga, kung ano yung mga pwedeng ma-provide na information o data ng end user together with the technical working group. Okay? Any other comments?
No objections, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, with that siguro any motion on this other matters, the 6.1?
Mr. Chair, with that recommendation, I move for the deferment of the item and for the TWG to prepare that presentation for the next meeting with the comparative presentation on the options available for the BAC, particularly on direct contracting, emergency cases, and for the regular bidding process, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay.
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay. With that, there's a move and it's been moved and seconded for the deferment of this request for reconsideration to the BAC Bravo of the mode of procurement for the ATFM software tool subscription pending the resolution or the justification of the end user together with the technical work group regarding the documents on how to deal with the direct contracting, emergency purchase, and of course the public bidding.
Tuloy ba yung 8 ni Nicole?
Sir?
Ano yan, Miles? Miles, ano yun?
Ay, sorry sir, may yung sorry sir na hindi ko na-note yung meeting namin ni Ma'am Nicole sa alas 8 bukas.
Sige.
Sorry sir, sorry.
So, yun.
Sorry.
So, I say again, nagulat Miles eh. I say again.
Sorry sir, I'm sorry sir. Sorry.
It is been moved and seconded for the deferment of this request of the ATS to reconsider from the public bidding to direct contracting. Instead, they have to provide the BAC Bravo, the comparative study regarding the elements regarding direct contracting, emergency purchase, and the public bidding of this transaction is hereby approved. Okay, so you have your assignment, Juan, end user, Marlene, and of course the technical working group.
Yes,
to have
sir.
this, to show us the documents. Then we go for it. Okay. Any other? Secretariat, it's a
No
long
other
day.
items in the agenda, Mr. Chair.
If none, any motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chair, motion to adjourn today's meeting.
Okay.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Okay, moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting of the BAC Bravo, hereby approved. Okay, salamat sa inyo for taking time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jen Miles.
Thank you sir. Thank you Colonel
Colonel,
Rob.
ingat.
Okay po, thank you po.
Hindi na ako umuwi.